What is up, guys? I'm Producer Jimmy. We are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and today I have another deck for you guys that I have been using in ranked duels and trying to grow, level up my ranked and all that stuff. But here's the deck. It's a free-to-play deck. It has a lot of ultra rares, but you can substitute some of these cards if you don't have them. But they all free. You can get them all with ultra rare tickets, or you can actually duel. I think Jaden to get Element to Hero Neos and just keep doing that and get that over. And these cards you could get with tickets, or you could pull for them and by using your gems. You get a lot of gems every day. As you see, I have 8,000 gems. I make sure I keep like 8,000, so whenever I need to go for a card, I have some gems left over to do it. So here is my Neo Spacian deck that I use. I use Aster Phoenix only because I was running out of room on my Jaden because they have a different deck, so I just use Aster Phoenix. I just use either this to get polymerization, or you can use this to get a warrior, put a warrior to your hand. So I need to unlock some more of his abilities, but basically I just use, you don't really need his ability at all. But basically this is my deck. You got 3 different guys to get out your Elemental Hero Neos into the graveyard or onto the field, so you can use your Miracle Contact Fusions, because you can't get this card. This card you only can get by paying money and buying 3 boxes to get 3 of these cards. This is the best one. But if you just get the first one for free, you know, by using your gems, and then get Miracle Contact Fusion and the card trader, you can basically still make a Neos deck, but you just can't get it from your deck. You have to make sure you get your Elemental Heroes in the graveyard, or your Elemental Hero Neos in the graveyard, and then this is for him to get onto the field, so you can use Miracle Contact Fusion, him to put him into the graveyard, or to go for polymerization if you already have him in your hand and just fuse him to put him in a graveyard. Or you could put this guy into the graveyard when you summon him, so you can get your polymerization. You have to remove him, banish this guy, and fuse. Or you can just put Neos in the graveyard, so you can start using your Miracle Contact Fusions. Now, unlike the other Elemental Hero deck I have that I showed you guys, you can summon a lot more things with these cards instead of just these 2 all the time. Even though, I'm gonna show you guys some ranked duels, I still really only summon these 2 a lot, most of those duels, because I had no reason to summon the other ones. You guys will see in the recordings I have for you guys. But you still can go for these guys as backup, even though these 2 are still the main ones, because these are like the best Neo cards, Neo Hero cards you could get, Elemental Hero Neos. But this one's kind of your strongest one if you're like last resort. But he's like the hardest one to summon, because you have to have Hummingbird, Aqua Dolphin, and Neos on the grave or field, so you can use this Miracle Contact Fusion. And when you summon him, once per turn, you can destroy all spell and trap cards on the field, so you get rid of all that, so you can attack the monster. But at the end of the turn, shuffle everything into the deck, so all the cards on the field goes into the deck, even your opponent's monsters. I didn't get a recording of showing you guys this card yet, but I am going to make another video of me using this deck so I can show you this card. I did like 5 or 6 duels and just had no opportunity to summon him, because the one time I did, you guys will see in the video, I was getting destroyed by this guy, and I was waiting for Hummingbird, and I just couldn't get Hummingbird at all. I waited, I stalled for like 3 or 4 turns just to draw Hummingbird, and I could have got a strong monster off the field, but you guys will see in the video. But basically he's like your last resort, get everything off the field, start over. He is your Flame Neos, or Flare Neos, wait, what is it? Flare? Yeah, Flare Neos. You really want to summon him when someone's too strong on the field. Just put your Nexus down, or one of these, or put polymerization down. Summon him. Most of the time you'll be over 3,000 attack, so most of the people who have 3,000 cards, this guy will get over. You just need at least 2 spell trap cards on the field. Most of the time they'll have some on their side of the field, so this basically just boosts you up, because he gains 400 attack for each spell card on the field. And most of the time you can just summon him, get rid of that high level monster that you can't get over with Neos, because most of the time you're not going to get your 3000 with him, because you're going to be putting them back into your deck with Miracle Contact Fusion. So you got this guy to summon for have a high over 3000 attack to destroy high attacking opponent. He's just here because you can summon stuff with Aqua Dolphin if you want to destroy a random card in your hand, but you're not going to really summon him that often because every other card in here is better than him. But he's a backup if you can't summon, you know, this guy anymore, or this guy. Aqua Dolphin, he's most of the time in your hand or in the grave, so you just summon him, use his ability to destroy a card in your opponent's hand, maybe attack a monster on the field, and then he returns into the deck. These two cards return to the deck. Do not use your Neos Fusion to stop it, because basically on the end of their turn, he's still going to return to the deck anyway. So you're basically better off just letting them go back to the deck, so you just resummon them again, just trying to save them with Neos. You only should be using Neos Fusion to save Brave Neos, so he don't get destroyed, so you can keep him on the field. So everybody else, these three, you really want to let them go return back to the deck. You could add in the field spell for Neos Fusion monsters to keep them not from going back in the deck, but you'll lose his effect, I think, from him going back into the deck and shuffling all cards into the deck. Alright, and you also have the Miracle Merchant, or Magical Merchant, I mean. So you could put all your monsters in the graveyard, and you'll get one of these spell or trap cards to your hand. You really want to get Miracle Contact Fusion, the whole point of him. So you add him to your hand, you end up adding a whole bunch of monsters to the graveyard, so you can just fuse. And then you get whatever defense trap cards you guys got. If you don't have, you know, this, find another, you know, super rare or any other trap card you can replace these two. Same with this. If you don't have this, if you have, I don't know, spell, the one, what's the card called? The one that looks at the set card, and if it's a spell card, could destroy it. I guess you could use that card if you can't have, you know, this one. Or you can just, if you don't have it, you don't really need it in the deck. It'll make it easier to draw Miracle Contact Fusion, because you don't accidentally draw this when you don't need it. So the trap and spell cards are replaceable. The only cards you really need in your deck is 3 Miracle Contact Fusions, Fusion Neos, a Polymerization, because he can also summon Neos Brave if you have Polymerization in your hand, and everything else is replaceable except the monsters. You really want these monsters, because these help get Neos into the grave. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I got some ranked matches for you guys. Some of the opponents ain't the best. I'm trying to rank up my, you know, my rank so I can get super better opponents. But this is basically to show off the deck if you guys want to build this deck if you haven't built it. Before we go, let's try to get to 5,000 subscribers. That's our goal. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. If you did not, hit that like button. Anyway, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I said Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I see you in a breeze. Yay!
heart too far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there. Going to get there and hope we will meet there. Like a hurricane to my heart, too far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there. Going to get there and hope we will meet there. Like a hurricane to my heart, too far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there. Going to get there and hope we will meet there. till the fire